welcome back to another video on this road to show. Today we're doing arms and shoulders, but before we get into that, let's hop into a little bit of a devotional thing. This is a little segment that I'm going to start doing in the beginning of each of my videos. Got this whiteboard right here. I'm going to write up the verse of the day from the Bible app. Take a minute, think about it, and then we'll just move on to the actual meat and potatoes of the video. We get into the actual working out portion. And I've been talking to a few of my buddies about the substance and the really big picture of what I'm trying to do with this YouTube channel. So right now, for the past 9 videos, I've only been putting up just me working out and maybe a few pointers here and there. But I don't think I've really went too deep into what I'm actually doing. So as a natural lifter, I want to do a bodybuilding show next year around June, July, somewhere around there. So that's kind of the transition of what I'm trying to do right now, is trying to film the actual process of what it's going to take for someone with, I only have 4.5 years of lifting experience. Obviously, you always have someone that you're looking up towards. You always have someone that you're looking up to drive you to that higher position, higher status in whatever you're trying to do. So as far as a gym perspective, working out perspective, I've had a few people that have been my role models, but for the most part, I've been doing it, I would say, by myself, isolated. So I think I have a pretty good grasp on what it takes to actually see change and see progress. And I think I've got everything dialed in as far as a working out perspective. But when we dive into the actual posing routine and dietary nutrition and needs for that and sleep and all the other things that come around into it, I need to actually start fine-tuning those to actually get those into the right spot to where I can be able to compete on stage at a certain weight class. So right now, I'm probably sitting around 213, 215 morning weight when I wake up. So I'm probably at 14% body fat at that too, maybe a little bit less. It all depends on where I carry it. So I carry it more in my legs and in my lower torso. I think my upper body from midsection up is pretty good. So we need to definitely put some work in on the lower portion of the body. And you can't lose fat anywhere. So it's all evenly spread. So once we get everything dialed in, we'll start seeing the correct changes that we need to do there. But for now, that's kind of what I'm really doing. So during the workouts, I think I'll start to actually talk a little bit more about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and where I'm getting these ideas from. It might not make sense because I don't know how to properly place words in a coherent sentence for people to understand what I'm trying to talk about, but mentally makes sense to me. So if you're trying to do something along the lines of what I'm doing, either whether it be actually trying to step on stage or trying to look good, generally speaking, bodybuilding over powerlifting is going to get you better physical results as far as appearance goes. So I would say that what I'm doing right now is going to be more towards what you're leaning to. If you want to do powerlifting, this isn't for you. I don't do that, but I do want to see where my maxes are at once my back starts to actually feel a little bit better. But let's jump into this. So that's today's verse from the Bible app. Psalms 28:7, the Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and he helps me. My heart leaps for joy, and with my song I praise him. Pause it, read it, look it over, digest it. I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera. I'm going to think about it, and then see you in the gym for a crazy arms and shoulder day. All right, so doing arms and shoulders today. Quick little warm up on these little bands that are attached to the wall. So today, it's Monday. So for all the normies that go to the gym and all the people that post on their stories like, gym time, get your mind right, body right, all that malarkey, all those people, they're here on Monday, quote unquote, International Chest Day. The weekend, they don't really work out, and they're on this like weird schedule where they can skip days and you know, it's just all the people that say they lift but don't really lift. Monday's the start of the week, and we start with chest, and that's how it goes. So today we should be just fine with getting into arms and shoulders. So today we're going to do a little bit of a shoulder overload. So we're going to start with shoulders, hit a bicep, hit shoulders again, hit another tricep. Not another tricep, but just a tricep. And then we'll hit shoulders again. So every alternating exercise is going to be a shoulder workout. And that's just because no matter who you are, your shoulders are always lacking. You can say that they're not, but they are. So that's why we do what we do here, is just spamming shoulders. So we should hit at least 2 exercises for biceps, 2 exercises for tricep, and then every alternating is going to be shoulders. So shoulder work is what we're doing. This warm up, I don't really know what I'm doing. I've never done this. I'm just doing this so I can talk to the camera. Kind of just moving stuff around, you know. I can feel it. It feels pretty good, but hey, let's just go do a shoulder press real quick. All right, for any overhead pressing movement, good general technique is to keep your elbows in front of your body. And if the machine doesn't allow you to do it, or if you're doing barbell, you can't really do this, but if you're doing dumbbell, you want your pinkies above your thumb. It's kind of like an inward tilt on the weight. But we got 3 plates on right now. We're gonna do 3 sets of 8 to 10, and we'll drop down to 2 plates for the same thing. All right, so that was the 3rd set. We'll let's see, a bicep movement. All right, for our bicep workout, got it set at 60. Thing here. Keep your elbows stationary until you get to the top, and then bring them out in front of your chest, just like this. That's gonna really accentuate the peak of the bicep and help you feel a better squeeze. Let's rock. face pulls. Alright, so it's pretty self-explanatory for face pulls. Instead of doing like a seated row motion down here, they're just pulling it straight to your face. And it's going to be working your rear delt and your trap a little bit. You want to try and minimize how much you're actually pulling with your trap and try and focus on the rear delt as much as possible. Sometimes for these, use like a rope or something like that, just so you can pull your hands further past your face, get a little bit more of a contraction of the rear delt. But sometimes I like to switch up the variation and do a straight bar, or in this case a W bar. Get a little bit of different of a hand position, because that does affect the extent of which the muscle is going to be contracted and actually which muscle is going to be contracted. But that's enough for face pulls. I'll see you at some tricep pushdowns. We got some good old tricep pushdowns with the rope. Really focus on squeezing at the top and trying to like separate the rope ends from each other. And it's going to really accentuate the contraction on the tricep. So here we go. Do a little bit of a drop. So you got another shoulder exercise. All right, so now we're going to be doing some lateral raises. We're going pretty heavy, 45s on this. I've seen a lot of progress pretty recently with shoulder, so that's why we're pumping it up with the weight and keeping the reps low. A lot of times people will do like 15 to 20 reps on lateral raises, and you don't train any other muscle like that generally, so why would you train shoulders like that? I don't know, something to kind of think about. Here we go. All right. Yikes on bikes. We're gonna drop to like 30. Let's go do some. Let's do some biceps. All right. So this is our second and last bicep movement of the day. We're gonna rock with 70s on this easy curl bar, and we're gonna do drag curls. So instead of bringing the weight out in front of your body, you're going to keep it as close to your body as possible. So in your side profile, you're going to do one of these movements. It's going to activate some traps, but you got to really focus on actually working the bicep portion of the movement. It's just a little bit of a different variation of what normally people do. And if you start mixing this in, you'll definitely start to feel it. So we're going to start with 70, do 3 sets of 70, and then we're going to drop down to 50, do 2 sets of 50, 10 reps straight through. We're gonna go on the outside of the W. Alright, so I just loaded up the deadlift bar with 225. We're just gonna do some shrugs. Keep a nice little forward lean to it, so we activate chest straps only. Generally I don't do these, because one time I saw somebody say don't do shrugs to do traps, and I was like, okay. Without question, I just said okay. But yeah, now we're doing them, because spamming shoulders and gotta get these traps big. There we go, we'll just do 10 reps. Alright, so this is gonna be the last workout for what we're doing today, and we'll go hit the posing room after this. Just doing some rear delt flies right now. So alright, so that's gonna do it for the actual workout portion. We'll go up, hit some poses, try and do quarter turns, hitting all the essentials, and maybe we'll have some fun with it, but we'll talk more up there. See what kind of stuff we got going on. So it's been 2 days since I've hit the gym, and that means it's been 2 days since I've had a proper diet. But maybe a little bit of a break helped a little bit. That's what we're hoping for. So left bicep is looking peaky. Alright, so I was told to actually put my hands, I like to put my hands pretty high on my lat spread, but I was told to put my hands a little bit lower because I'm hiding my lats. But I feel like my arms are too short. We'll see. That looks good. All right, quarter turn. Side chest. Side tricep. Quarter turn. Going back double bar. Quarter turn. Side chest. I'm not gonna do a side tricep on this side because It is absolutely terrible. Abdominals and quads. What's going on here? Actually, like getting a little bit of definition. That's not too bad. That's gonna do it for today. But I'll share one last little bit of information. Not really information, just a pet peeve. I'm doing like lateral raises next to the lat pull downs, and you come and ask me or stand there awkwardly and look at me while I'm doing my lateral raises just so you can wait till I'm done and ask if I'm using the lat pull down machine. Bro, please. Nothing makes me more angry than me in the middle of my workout, because I notice your presence. You're just standing there like, bro, just read the room, use the equipment. If someone comes up and says, hey, I'm using that, respectfully leave and go do something else. I don't want to be seen as like pessimistic, or I'm hating on people that are just trying to get started in the gym. But like, you don't have to be a smart person to understand social cues of what's going on. Like, mad people in here just be acoustic, dude. And I'm tired of it. You get a lot of like high school kids coming in here wearing pajama pants and Crocs that they're finna make me act up, honestly. I'm tired of it. Anyway, enough being angry.